Okay, on some of the patterns you may have words that you need to transfer to the project, to the the front of the project. So the best way to go about that is I copied off of the original pattern, so all I did was transfer it here, so it's the same size and everything, onto a scrap piece of paper. So you don't need your pattern. Once you do that, set that out of the way. You'll need a little piece of paper like that, but what we're going to do is make this into a transfer that we're going to be able to iron on to our project for stitching when we stitch it later. They make these pens. It's made by Sulky. It's a permanent iron-on transfer pen. Be sure to read how to use it, but most of the time you got to shake it really good like this. Once you shake it real good, remove the lid and get it started. A lot of times you need to pump it up and down to get it going. You'll see a little puddle. Once you have it ready, you'll need to take your scrap piece of paper that you transferred the letters to, flip it over so it's reversed, and I use that Sharpie so it kind of comes through, gives me a nice line to follow. And now all you do is just go over these lines. So we've just done the reverse of the actual letters or words that are going to be on the project, and it's best if you let this dry for a little bit before you go to iron it. So you may want to do this at the beginning of your project and then just set it off to the side till you're ready to actually iron it. It tends to work a little bit better once it's been sitting for just a few minutes. Here's the transfer that we made. It's time to transfer it onto our fabric here. You'll want to do this with any words or letters. You'll want to do this while it's flat. It's hard to iron on a surface that's rounded, so you'll want to make sure this is nice and flat. We're going to just prep the area with some warm iron. Whatever the setting says on the actual transfer pen, use that setting, but be very careful when it comes to the wool felt that you don't scorch it. So we're going to place our transfer down, get it in the place that we want it, and then now I'm just going to hold this little tab off to the side and I'm going to iron. Every so often you'll want to stop and see if it's transferring. We're starting to get a little bit. It may take you a little bit to get it. Just, take your time, don't rush. I'll hold that one in. They're starting to show up. See, that's really good. I think I'm going to remove it, and I've got enough, so now when I need this ready to stitch, I've got it ready to go. We'll get ready for the next step, which is stuffing all of our pieces.